Hello, everyone, and welcome in to the stream. Had a small puppy emergency right before we began. So my backyard has this deck, and basically the puppies have decided they really like going underneath it. I put some chicken wire around it just as a temporary solution, and they said, "Fuck your chicken wire," right underneath. So I'm gonna have to reevaluate that situation when I'm done with the stream. But a very small puppy-related emergency. Got a new background for the program today. I'm pretty excited about that. Going to be displaying the new background. Before we begin, want to remind everyone, for some reason, there are some people out there who are not, they're not woke to Underdog. Some people who watch this stream are not woke to Underdog. Basically, right now, if you have not signed up for Underdog yet, do it right now. It's going to be the best time to do it because they have a $1,000 deposit match. I would guess it'll be the only time they do a $1,000 deposit match for the entire season. So if you use promo code Davis on Underdog Fantasy, you get a $1,000 first-time deposit bonus. I would encourage you to use it. But yeah, I just met with my partnership connection at Underdog, and he's like, "Yeah, you would be surprised how many people watch these streams and don't play on Underdog, don't have an Underdog account. They just really like fantasy football." So if you've not signed up for Underdog yet, $1,000 deposit match. It's gonna be best. It's gonna be best right now. Sion Vaki was rested today. I mean, how about that? How about Sion Vaki being rested today? Probably wasn't on very many people's bingo cards, but it was on my bingo card, and I bet it was on all of your guys' bingo cards because you guys have been watching the stream and you guys know to be incredibly woke to Sion Vaki as the best running back on the Detroit Lions. The best running back on the Detroit Lions? You guys heard me correctly. Don't act like you didn't hear me correctly. Look at this brand new background. Look at it. It's beautiful. We got the Endgame Syndicate logo. We got the Unabated logo. We got the Roto Grinders logo. I will allow you guys to speculate on what these new logos might mean. We have the top left corner, a little bit cuter. We got the Short Kings. Become a YouTube member for $5 a month. We've got the deposit bonus up in the corner. Yes, 50% of your deposit up to $1,000 for the deposit match on Underdog. Thank you, Dan, for making that clear because I did misstate that. So it's a 50% deposit match up to $1,000. It's going to be and an influencer 101 on this Saturday afternoon. I mean, you can't beat that. And how about this? How about this snazzy new overlay? Look at that snazzy new overlay that my friend Zach Lanners cooked up for us here on the channel. Thank you to Zach, as always, kicking ass. Zach has done all of the graphics for this channel, and in my opinion, they all look really nice. So we have a 101 to spend here. Spoiler alert: I will be taking Christian McCaffrey at 101. Feeling good about that. Feeling crispy with my new overlay. I think can't tell if it's my fault, but it's a hair off. So we will get that fixed up. Let's take Christian McCaffrey here. Gonna knock out 2 Best Ball Manias, maybe 3 Best Ball Manias if they go quite quick. We will get them knocked all out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 no Badgers in here. And no other names that I recognize. So maybe not a real snipe draft, which I enjoy. Christian McCaffrey 101, Tyreek Hill 102. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but some of these August drafts, you can tell right away if they're going to get wonky. It'll basically be right away in round 1. You can start to tell if things will get wonky. Nothing. Well, there we go. Amon-Ra St. Brown 104. Of course, today, the beginning of college football season. We've got DJ Ugalai. I don't know how to say his last name. Absolutely sucking for Florida State. I posted some college football plays in the Discord. Posted some EPL plays in the Discord as well. The beginning, I guess it's the second week of the English Premier League season. We've got preseason football games all day long. Need to remind myself to not miss my entries for the preseason slate this afternoon, because we have 6 more games this afternoon, I believe. No, only 2. Only 2 at 6:30. So there we go. Johnny says that he has been enjoying pulling up Brees and Bijan to the front of the first. The wide receiver value is happening more with some of the August casuals. So obviously, I think you feel much better about your teams that way. Like if you like this guy who took Bijan at 5, he's going to be able to take a wide receiver he really likes at 20, and probably a wide receiver he really likes at 29. I mean, he should be able to get DJ Moore or Brandon Ayuk or Mike Evans or Devonta Smith or DK Metcalf there and not have to dip into the Texans guys. So that's pretty strong. But at the end of the day, he doesn't get to have Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, St. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Seems bad. Seems quite bad. Bullock would like to report that he's seen Rashi go on the 2-3 turn on DraftKings today. I mean, my God. Can I say it's bad? Honestly, he's definitely better in full PPR as well. This is crazy. DJU had, I did see this stat, he had negative 0.1 air yards in the first half today. Unbelievable. Lauren Lynch is asking if they are crazy for maxing out BBM by July 1st. Just thought the Chiefs were a huge advantage. I mean, look, man, or woman, you might have won Best Ball Mania 5 with that strategy with, third round, fourth round Kelsey, fifth round Mahomes, sixth round Worthy, seventh round Rashi Rice. I definitely think there's a pretty good chance. There's a pretty good chance that you might have won Best Ball Mania, or at least had the best possible combinations for winning Best Ball Mania there. But I mean, we do have a crazy amount of information right now that we definitely did not have. Then Captain Joking, huge fan of the show, already subbed. Quick question on a redraft. Should I trade Kelsey, Mixon, and Chubb in redraft for JT, Pitts, and Neighbors? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, because Chubb is a 0. Chubb is like a complete 0 in a redraft. I don't really want him on any managed rosters because the temptation is going to be too great to drop him. You got 2 wide receivers we like here. Not really that woke to Devontae Adams anymore, but I think I'm going to have to take... Oh, no. Jalen Waddle, welcome to the team. Chris Olave, welcome to the team. A CMC Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave start. Feels very good. Kelsey, Mixon, and Chubb for JT, Pitts, and Neighbors. Yeah, I'm on the Kelsey. I'm on the JT, Pitts, and Neighbors side. JT, clearly better than Mixon. Pitts, definitely worse than Kelsey, but kind of in that same cadre of potential, 14, 15 fantasy point per game scores at tight end. And then Neighbors is, infinitely better in any realm than you want. Yeah, I don't have I guess I should add. I should get the Sidekick logo put in there. We will get a quick addition to the overlay graphic for sure. Sipping on a Diet Coke on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Yeah, I think the second group of that trade is a total no-brainer. Yeah, if you guys didn't catch the legendary Upside Rankings debate podcast that I did with Crane, Sacrilegious, Daniel Rass, and Kyle Dvorak yesterday, you should definitely check it out. Yeah, Pat, I will have an affiliate deal with the Sidekick. I need them to send me the links and things like that to post in the description of these shows. But there will be Sidekick affiliate here on the channel as well. No one's going to Rogue in this draft yet. I guess Diggs a little early. I mean, no. I guess Ayuk is the faller. Ayuk is the faller in this situation, which still seems strange. I mean, I suppose we are. What are we? 12 days away from the season. Brandon Ayuk is not practiced. Brandon Ayuk is not signed a contract. Any of those things, and there he does go to the Jamar Chase and the Deebo Samuel draft. Don't know how I mean, Deebo and Ayuk together, that right there, the ability to get Brandon Ayuk at pick 31, that is a good example of why maxing your drafts out on July 1st. It's a real push and pull. I prefer basically kind of doing one a day as it starts. Like, I think doing one a day from May and June, I think, is a great way to kind of keep your pulse, to pick up some of the falling values, to pick up guys who like Dontavian Wicks or Chase Brown. You used to be able to get those guys and like, you used to be able to get Chase Brown in the 130s. You're definitely not getting Chase Brown in the 130s now. So that would be an example. And a lot of the evidence that we have over the years is that risers don't rise enough and fallers don't fall enough. The fallers not falling enough, I think, is one that I try and stay pretty woke to as a drafter. Because there certainly is a temptation when you become a more market-based drafter to be like, oh, George Pickens is really falling in drafts. Like I should be scooping that up. Or Nick Chubb is really falling in drafts, or whoever it might be. And I think the move is to go away from that temptation. Whereas the risers, I don't know who would be a Cooper Kupp would be a good rising example. Like Puka going at 13, Kupp going at 19. I would not be that surprising to me, really, if Cooper Kupp scores more half PPR points than Puka Nacua. Maybe a hot take. Yeah, I mean, again, Lauren, another great adage for drafting early is you were smashing these just like very obvious values early on. Davis, who are your favorite mid to late round quarterbacks in 6 point? I mean, Kirk Cousins is so good in 6 point per passing touchdowns. No one wants him. You can always get him with your last pick. Take Drake London, take Kyle Pitts. Kirk Cousins is a really easy one. I really like Herbert too. Although the tricky part with Herbert and Manage this year, I mean, do you really want to be starting Ladd McConkey every week, even in full PPR? I don't know. Like, so then you're talking about going in unstacked with your quarterback, which even like a home league obviously is not that big of a deal. But in these managed leagues, like the tournaments, like the NFC ones that I've been doing with Sammy and Nate, I still want, even at 6 point per passing touchdown, I do still want Lamar, Hurts, Allen, Mahomes, even Richardson. I mean, Kyler, I think is the perfect 6 point per passing touchdown quarterback because he gives you the rushing, but he also has the, oh no, guys, bad move by GB21 here is not woke. Oh no, feel really bad for our friend GB21 there. He does not know what is about to happen to him. And, I apologize in advance for what I'm about to. My mic is wigging, or my mouse is wigging out. There we go. All right, so Xavier Worthy, apologize to you, GB21. Okay, then what do we do here? We've got Tua set up. We've got Purdy set up. Mahomes is gone. Could just take Andrews. Yeah, I mean, we just take Andrews, right? Mark Andrews, welcome to the team. Oh. GBW, yeah. This is why they gotta... That's just a good strategy thing. That's just a good strategy reminder for you guys for the remainder of best ball season. Don't take Mahomes here at 45. Don't take Mahomes at 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, because it's not going to work out how you want it to work out. You are not going to get the player that you want. You're not going to get Worthy. You are not going to get. I mean, I guess honestly, I think when you make that decision, he does have Pacheco, so he's not like dead. But I think you just take Hollywood Brown there, honestly. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he also might not care. Which players am I out on entirely? It's a pretty good question. I guess here we can look at some of my exposures of these expensive players. Barely any Christian Kirk, $176 worth of Christian Kirk. I don't have much Anthony Richardson, but I wouldn't say that I'm completely out on him. I don't have a lot of Rachaad White, $97 worth of Rachaad White. I don't really love him. Joe Mixon, I think every time I've taken Joe Mixon, you guys see that 3.9% of Joe Mixon. That is basically a situation where I've already got a Texans wide receiver, and I'm trying to dissuade a Stroud drafter I'm trying to dissuade a Stroud drafter so that I can take him, so that I can get Stroud after ADP. Don't have a lot of Godwin, have way more of McMillions. Yeah, 2.2% of Chris Godwin. I've got a lot of McMillions, like no Deontay Johnson, $98 worth of Deontay Johnson. Almost no Alvin Kamara. Don't really think, I think he's a pretty bad play in half PPR. Who else? It does not look like I'm totally out on very many of these guys just because I've done so many drafts. So it's kind of hard to say. But like in a managed league, I'm like never taking Alvin Kamara. Panic drafting Bears teams. Yeah. I mean, essentially I'm like literally trying to do more Bears teams right now just because I think Caleb's that good. How much Pittman? Christy has asked. This is pretty funny. $80 worth of Michael Pittman Jr. 0.9% of Michael Pittman Jr. Yeah. So like none of him. Do you ever play auction leagues? Yes. I'm in an auction league. So there's this very cool league organized by Derek Van Riper from RotoWire. He does a league called the Pentathlon. So it's in one league, you do a best ball draft, you do a Superflex auction, we do Survivor, we do weekly DFS, and we do picks against the spread. So you pick every game against the spread, and it's all combined into one league. Each category is awarded points, 1 through 14. It's a 14-team league, and then the winner of the league is the person who has the greatest amount of points. Have I done a Badge Bros Brawl? Yeah, I think I've done 5 or 6. I did one this morning. I actually did one this morning walking my old dog. Not my old dog. She's not that old, but she feels old to me now with 2 little puppies in the house. Fantasy Football Garage says Murphy looks adorable. Good luck with training the new pup. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little frustrated with her right now because she and her sister, who we are watching for the week, won't stop going underneath my patio. So that's not great because you take them outside to pee, you want them to pee, and basically they're just like, oh, dude, it's time to party, brother. It's time to party. Yeah, I did stream. Do I have any? Chris, honestly, I don't have a great answer to this question. I gotta make these picks here real quick. Do I take Kittle and be done? No, I'll be too weak at wide receiver. All right, I'm going to take Christian Watson and give myself another quarterback. Christian Watson and give myself another quarterback. Then what do I do? Because I've got 2 alive. Worthy's dead. Lamar's dead. Kittle might be good. Kittle might be good, honestly. Because who am I going to... Maybe Bowers gets to the next turn. So I'm going to take James Conner, who I do really like. I think he's also a pretty good pairing with McCaffrey. So I'm not locked out of college football. I did a lot of slows, and also I'm not like super well versed on... Honestly, like the true answer is I'm not super well versed on the player pool, but let's check my exposure real quick and see if I have any Florida State guys going. I did. How many did I do? College football. I don't know how to find my exposures. Oh, because they're live. I mean, I did 26 drafts. I don't think I have any Florida State guys. Yeah, I've got a little bit of Malik Benson. My number one exposure in the college football DFS or the college football contest is Dylan Raiola, the 5-star quarterback who is starting as a freshman for Nebraska. Javonte Barnes for Oklahoma. Jeremiah Smith for Ohio State. And then my biggest I know ball call was Grayson McCall for North Carolina State. He's their quarterback. He transferred from Coastal Carolina. But don't think I've got any big sweats here in week 0. Yeah, I'm drafting fake Mahomes. Of course I got to draft. How am I managing 100+ slow drafts right now? Buddy, I am sick of it. Although honestly, the the 4-hour clock is not that bad right now. I think it'll get bad. I'm almost done with all of the slow weekly winners that I did. I think I did like 30 slow weekly winners. And when those are all done, it won't be that bad. And choosing not to max the puppy 3 via slow draft was a very strong decision. That was an incredibly strong decision by me. I just did the 91 doing. Although I got an email that one of them got canceled, which is annoying. So I only did 149 entries in the puppy 3, which is a little annoying. How annoying is Cordarrelle Patterson going to be this year? I mean, he definitely, like, don't get me wrong, he's definitely going to be a little annoying. I wonder if their total lack of a secondary receiving option. I mean, if Roman Wilson is not going to be a starter, and it is going to be these Van Jefferson, Calvin Austin types who have not proven any ability to earn targets at the NFL level, sort of feels like maybe Patterson's touches won't be that annoying. Like maybe there really just is enough meat on the bone for all of those guys. It'll obviously be a little bit annoying when like Jaylen Warren is really cooking. He's got a great, he's got 12 carries for 67 yards, 3 receptions for 32 yards and a touchdown. And you're like, oh man, he's just gonna have a legendary game here. He's just gonna score a couple more touchdowns, and then like he gets to 19 PPR points, and then just ends. Yeah. CPAT feels like a great sprinkle in weekly winners. Maybe Ben needs a lock for Pick'em. Let's see what the highest graded Major League Baseball play on unabated is for Pick'em entries. I will go check right now for you, and we will give you a lock. Major League Baseball DFS Pick'em Underdog Fantasy using the BatX projections. Here you go. Number 1 play. Let's X out the college football ones. Number 1 play. I don't do these. Bridget Carlton, lower points, 9.5. You get a 9.3% edge. I don't like doing the walks ones. Bridget Carlton for the Minnesota Lynx versus the Indiana Fever, under 9.5 points. There you go. There's your lock, buddy. All right, back to the draft. We've got Christian McCaffrey and James Conner, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, Xavier Worthy, Christian Watson. Got Mark Andrews at tight end. Didn't leave myself in the greatest spots for quarterbacks. Bowers went at 89. All right. Well, there goes that dream. Daniel, I will answer this question in 1 second. All right, we've got, I guess this is right where Jordan Love goes. So let's take Love and then one of his wide receivers. How insane is it to rank Taysom at tight end 12 above Goddard and below Njoku? I mean, truly, Bullock, in a tight end premium site, I'm going to take Jordan Love, and I'm going to take, you know what? Let's balance our range here a little bit. Let's do Romeo Dobbs. So let's balance it a little bit. There you go. We're not going to say the line, Bart. My true heart of hearts answer, Bullock, is that I would rank Taysom like the tight end 9, honestly. Like it would be Pitts, Kincaid, Bowers, Ingram, Taysom. That's my truth serum ranking. I don't think that's actually how I have them ranked in my redraft tiers, but that's my truth serum ranking. That's how, like, if you made me get in my heart of hearts, that's where he'd be ranked. What other tight end can theoretically score 4 touchdowns in a week? Like he is the only tight end who has access to that many touchdowns in 1 week. Yeah, it is sad to see the diversification bro come out today. I mean, 8-9 turn, Tavian Wicks, like he literally actually might be there at our next pick, and we might be able to do the Green Bay super stack. Also this, deep in your heart, you have the hope that maybe he plays quarterback at a time too. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's kind of always the thing with Taysom, although it sounds like Rattler is having a pretty good camp, which is, you know, if you're the Saints, Rattler turning into a guy that you can play and get the same results that you're getting from Derek Carr is like a giant win, because he makes like no money, and they should try and save money. Daniel is about to be on the clock, so he's trying to decide if I should. Oh, sorry, I meant to answer this question. Do you like Bowers and Devontae on the same team, or do you think they're negatively correlated in a low volume passing attack? I mean, I think it's almost one of those things where you accept that in the aggregate, wide receiver 1, tight end 1, particularly if they're going to finish 1 and 2 on the team in targets, which I do think are likely to be, they are positively correlated. Like if you were to run that correlation over the course of time in the vast swath of the NFL, you're going to find that that's positively correlated. My guess would be is that they probably will be negatively correlated, though, in this instance, where, you know, these massive 14 target Devontae Adams games, or a game where Brock Bowers scores 2 touchdowns, those are not likely to be Adams games. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the case, is that you are kind of hoping they ping pong in the playoffs, and Bowers is cheap enough that you don't have to, like, I don't think you have to sweat it, if that makes sense. Yeah. They really, I mean, how often are both those guys hitting your lineup? Like, it would be, I mean, how many times has Gardner Minshew, this is a good question, how many times has Gardner Minshew thrown for 300 yards in the NFL? This would be a good little bit of trivia. He's got 37 starts. He's 15 and 22 as a starter. He's got 1,400 career passing attempts. This is a great bit. Let's see how many times he's thrown 300 yards. Everyone guess in the chat. It's more times than you would think. I'll say this. It's definitely more times than you would think. So that was kind of it's more times than you would think. Because he was pretty suave for Jacksonville. I will reveal the answer to how many times he's done this. I'll pull up his Pro Football. Yes, counting garbage time, which I think there's definitely going to be some garbage time for the Las Vegas Raiders. But keep in mind, you know, this is not a 1-to-1 thing, because the Raiders are going to be a total grinded out defense and special team style team. Like that honestly, more than anything, is kind of my issue. All right, I am going to take David Njoku here. It's 20 spots after ADP. Correlates with Waddle. We're good on buys. I'm going to take David Njoku with the first pick here. It would be a good time to add a running back, but I don't love the running backs available, because I think I have Benson ranked at a Ford, and there's another player I have like none of, is Jerome Ford. So I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to get second quarterback out of the way. I'm going to do Tua, and so we're going to be done. So we are now done at tight end, and we are done at quarterback. Here's the answer for Gardner Minshew 300-yard games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times. He only has 5 games with 3 or more passing touchdowns. He's ran for 5 touchdowns in his career, including 2 in this crazy game against the Cleveland Browns last year, the 38-39 game. What a crazy game that was. I mean, here, let's look at his highest attempt game ever and look at these distributions. Colts against the Jags last year, week 6. Gardner Minshew. This would be like this is like your nutted outcome for the Bowers Colts team, for the Bowers Raiders team. So Minshew threw the ball 55 times. He targeted MPJ 14 times. The running backs combined for 13 targets. That's a lot. And no one else. Josh Downs had 5 for 21 and 1. So I guess that's what you want. That's the Adams Bowers thing, is 14 targets for Adams, and then Bowers scores twice. That's that's essentially what you're hoping for, which, like, you know, I don't know. I guess it's possible. I don't know if I believe that Minshew is 2x the quarterback that Darnold is, honestly. Daniel, he took Bowers, best value on the board, already had 3-bar. Yeah, I mean, that's why I take Bowers. Like, not only am I in on Bowers, not only do I think that he's the kind of special talent to transcend the situation, but a lot of the times when you are on the board clicking him, like, look where this Bowers drafter went. It was past Addison, which means you're in the Shakir, Palmer, Dobbs, Samuel, like the total dead range. Like, that's the dead zone of wide receivers. Around what ADP do you like Jonathan Brooks in year-long cumulative scoring? Are you meaning managed, Paul, or are you meaning like the marathon, like where every week counts the same? And I will answer you based on that. Alex says, would you be more in on the Browns if you knew for sure? Dude, if I knew that Winston was starting, I'd have like 30% Amari Cooper. I'd have like 25% David Njoku. I'd have Ford. I'd have Chubb. I don't think people realize how insanely good Jameis Winston is for fantasy. The dude had Rashad Perryman, like, came off the street and was putting up 2 touchdown games. It's crazy. Yes, I did know this, and that's why I still like Devontae Adams. I mean, I'm just never going to fade Devontae Adams when he is in the NFL. Chances we see some Bowers goal line rushing, almost. I bet my bottom dollar. I'd bet my last dollar that we see. If you set the line at 1.5 rush attempts inside the 5-yard line for Brock Bowers, I'm wagering my life on the over 1.5 rush attempts for Brock Bowers inside the 5-yard line. Paul, I honestly would just avoid him in the cumulative formats. I just don't see how he does it. Like, I think the way that he pays, I would rather have like Jaleel McLaughlin. Not really. That's kind of pushing it, but honestly, like it's like he's gonna start slow. The team is bad. He would have to be like a good bit cheaper than he is on the pod format sites. For best ball purposes, Bowers is cheap enough where you can ping pong Bowers Adams. So absolutely, and he's eligible at tight end. You know, if Bowers was not eligible at tight end, it'd be much different. That's the thing, is that his points count at tight end. So the barrier for hitting your lineup, the barrier for mattering, is just so much lower. All right, we are up into picks. Running back is honestly looking the exact same as it was at the last turn, so I think that was right to get Tua Waddle with the Njoku bring back. And yeah, I think that was the correct move at that turn. MJM Artistry, can't play underdog. What's my promotion? I'd slide in my DMs. Send me some DMs. Send me a DM on Twitter, and I'll figure something out for you, bro. We'll figure something out. Yum 17 selects J.K. Dobbins, who I would have selected. All right, you guys ready to get gross? You guys ready for me to select Ezekiel Elliott on the? Well, James Conner is just Zeke, really. Position. I mean, this is brutal. See, Jahan Dotson, not in my rankings. Maybe Njoku was bad. All right, I am gonna take Zeke. I'm gonna take Zeke here. Pretty gross. What can you do? I need to set up another wide receiver. Could be Damari. Oh no, I'm gonna take Jalen Tolbert. I'm actively trying to get more Jalen Tolbert right now. Jalen Tolbert. There you go. You guys get to say that you have lived long enough. You guys have lived long. Wow, crazy. Georgia Tech upsets Florida State University. Legitimately crazy. I can't believe it. I love college football, man. Also, does anyone know, is Amir Smith-Marset still in the game for the Carolina Panthers? I took his hire. He immediately snapped off to. I think he's not in. I think he's out. I think it's that is a bummer. That's a real bummer. What can you do? Yeah, losing it all in preseason DFS. I love it. Wow, incredible. Yeah, I know Chandler correlates. I know. Yeah. All right. I played bad. Well, I mean, honestly, come on. Did I play that bad? Zeke cannot be that bad. It can't be that bad to balance out your exposures. What do I have on Rico? Guys, I have 15.4% of Rico Dowdle, $851, and I haven't grabbed exposures in a while, so that might not even be true. And I've got 3.9% of Zeke, $155. It can't be that bad. Frank Gore Jr. is not better than Ray Davis, in my opinion. I think Ray Davis is quite a good player. In fact, another truth serum take, I think Ray Davis is probably a better NFL running back than James Cook. He is just such a ferocious, he gets much more than is blocked. He is very strong after contact. I think James Cook is way better. If this makes any sense, Ray Davis is way better at getting through contact and generating extra yards. But if James Cook gets through contact, he's off to the races. Yeah. So that's my opinion. That is my opinion on Ray Davis. I think Ray Davis is a really good player. Over under 75% that Ayuk is missing regular season games. In my opinion, no, he will not be missing regular season games. I'm treating him like he will not be missing regular season games. He definitely could. 75% is high. I think it's much lower than that. I think it's like 20% that he misses regular season games. Thoughts on the Badge Bros Brawl? I love it. I think it's an awesome contest. I think it is so perfect for so many of the ideas that we use in Best Ball Mania at lower stakes. The 6-man drafts are amazing. I mean, it takes like 15 minutes to do a draft. I would love for Underdog to basically treat those like a puppy moving forward, where we kind of just have those like 5 times or something over the course of the offseason. That would be great. Did you guys see this? They rested Sion Vaki, and Dan Campbell said he had earned the right not to play. You know what that means? Sion Vaki's making the team as the third running back over Craig Reynolds. Maybe he plays on kick returns. Maybe he plays, actually, he will play on kick returns. He will play on special teams. That's a stone cold lock. Maybe he gives them some snaps on defense. You never know. But, yeah, he's legit. He's legit. Still don't know who Mr. Unlimited or MMG is. I did not look up who Mr. Unlimited is, but MMG is like a huge Madden YouTuber. Like, I think he's got 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube. Yes, this is the same thing that I do. I've been drafting 3 elite tight ends in those drafts. Not 3, 2. I've been taking McBride and Kelsey a lot of the times in those and just absolutely owning the libs with that. Mr. Unlimited is Gilbert Arenas. All right. Well, shout out to Gilbert Arenas for getting us another contest. Yeah, come on. We got to run it up. 190 live concurrents, only 34 likes. Yeah, I really, honestly, I said that I was going to stream every day this week, and I am trying to hold true to my word. We've got another pick here. I mean, we're like done with correlations. We can kind of just take whoever we want. Probably one more running back here is good. Oh, Vidal. Trying to get more Vidal. That's pretty easy. Kamani Vidal, welcome to the team. Need to take another wide receiver. We got Luke. We got Dortch. No obvious bring back here for Minnesota. Is there a tight end? Dortch, Wandale, Bateman, McCaffrey. Short King Summer, dude. Greg Dortch with his teammate, James Conner. Welcome to the team, brother. Yeah. All right, here's where I'm at with Cam Akers. I believe that Dameon Pierce. Here, I'll do a big dog after this. I said that if we can fill it, I will. I'll try and do a big dog. I am the Sims. We'll see if we fill it. If we don't fill it, I'm just gonna do another BBM. But we can try it. We can try and do another big dog. Let me go register for it and keep an eye on it. And if it fills, it fills. All right. Rigged. For a big dog, we need 7 more. Let me tweet out the link, and we'll try and run a big dog. Maybe it'll be perfect. Let me post it in the high stakes Discord for legendary upside. High stakes drafts, 7 more for big dog. Let me post it in Pete's Discord. 7 more for big dog. I'll post it in my Discord. 7 more for big dog. It's hard. It's very hard. It's very hard to fill these. Very hard to fill the big dogs. But maybe if I tweet. Seven more for a big dog. All right. I did my best. Buddy. Davis, for FFPC or other managed tournaments, do you put any stock into combos of players other teams might have? Thinking of picking A-Chain at 15, but someone worried about teams with him in the 3rd. So it's worth, like, that. Having that thought, I think, is fine. But it matters way less for FFPC, because if you think about it, there are so many permutations of things that have to happen for all of those combinations to matter. Like, you have to start the guy. The guy has to, like, an in-season injury can just do all kinds of things in manage. Like, Rashi Rice is a great example of one where it's like, dude, I'm just taking Rashi Rice where I have him ranked in FFPC. Honestly, it is worth considering. But I kind of land the same place that I land in Ball Mania, which is that I'm trying to draft teams, not exposures, and I'm trying to grab the best teams possible. And I think, I think this is great. Like, also another thing with those high stakes leagues is you're not going to be doing that many teams. Like 10 main events is like a shit ton of money. So you really should just take who you want. Like, I'm doing one with my co-managers right now, and they like don't want us to take Xavier Worthy, and I'm like, guys, like, we just need fucking Xavier Worthy. Like, literally, we're still arguing about Christian Kirk versus Xavier Worthy, and I'm like, guys, fantasy football is supposed to be fun. I want the players that I want. Why are we debating Christian Kirk when we could just take Xavier Worthy? I feel insane, because fantasy football is supposed to be fun. How fun is taking Christian Kirk? It's not that fun. In fact, I would say it's the reverse of fun. All right, on the clock, we need one more wide receiver. We've got Tua. We've got Jordan Love. Why is Quentin Johnston here in my ranks? That is not how I feel about him. Trey Tucker I really like for this build. Yeah, let's go Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker. Let's play the hits. Carson Steele. Welcome to the team, Carson Steele. Bang. You guys thought I was going to take someone shitty? We took Carson Steele. I am the Sims timed out and drafted Adam Thielen at a big dog. He still loses sleep over it. Not great. Not great, brother. Taking Christian Kirk in full PPR, non-tight end premium, sure, that's fun. Taking Christian Kirk over Xavier Worthy, not fun. Yeah, this is so true. Fantasy football is supposed to be fun. Why would you take Najee Harrison managed? Absolutely brutal. Mind of a Kid secured 2 Gambino tickets for a date night with his partner. Thanks for the idea. I mean, dude, you were gonna have an absolute incredible time. It's such a good show. It is such a good concert. Like, he is legit. He is legit 10 out of 10. He's awesome. Absolutely love it. It was incredible. yeah, please smash the like button. Please subscribe. I did. I was just looking at some of my YouTube analytics yesterday, and it is actually crazy how many people watch the videos and are not subscribed. Like, more people watch these videos than are subscribed. Like, if you just look at the views for the videos, more people are frequently tuning in and watching more than one video and not subscribed to the channel, which, like, I get it. I watch some YouTube channels I'm not subscribed to, or maybe I used to before. Like, I would watch I'd watch like Sam Sulek YouTube videos and not be subscribed. And then I realized, like, why would I do that? The subscription helps him out. It helps me out. It makes the content that I want pop up for me. Why would I not do it? So I subscribe, and you guys should subscribe. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, please. Miner is mocking for managed home leagues and been seeing teammates still on the board. Is Brees, Garrett, Hill, A-Chain bad? Huh. Brees and Garrett is definitely bad. Brees and Garrett is well, I mean, definitely bad, quote unquote. Like, they're going to score a lot of points. They're extremely good players. I think it's very unlikely that you're going to be, like, unhappy with those permutations of players. But there's definitely going to be a week that the Jets score 11 points, you know, against the Buffalo Bills, and you're going to be like, great. Or the Patriots game. You know how bad those Jets-Patriots games are going to be? Like, two really good defenses, boomer head coaches. Just, it's not going to be great. Now Hill and A-Chain actually positively correlate, because the Dolphins like to run the score up. The Dolphins like to score a lot of points. So slightly different things there. Do you have any best ball superstitions or rituals? No, not really. I mean, I really like to walk and draft best ball teams. So I guess that's a ritual. I really like to wake up on a weekend morning, get my dog, get some nicotine gum, go on a walk, get an iced coffee from the place right next to my house, and walk the dog around the neighborhood and vibe out. So that's a ritual. That's a nice little ritual. Stanko96 forgot to sub until just now, so good sales reminder. Yeah, one more for a big dog. Beautiful. One more for a big dog. So let's fill it. Gonna take it down from the 11 spot. Nicotine gum, is it good? I mean, no, it's not good. You shouldn't. No one. If I could go back to my younger self and be like, literally just never imbibe anything with nicotine in it, I definitely would tell myself to never use anything with nicotine in it. Got to be the first time Isaiah Williams has been selected in a Best Ball Mania. Insane selection. All right. One final pick. We need another wide receiver, and I know exactly who I'm going to take. A correlated pick with Tua Tagovailoa. Let's hope that I don't get sniped. How the heck do you walk the dog, drink coffee, and draft at the same time? Because I know what I'm doing, dude. All right, this one's really good. Christian McCaffrey at the 101, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave at the turn, Xavier Worthy, of course, Mark Andrews, very good. Christian Watson, James Conner. This is maybe where it started to get away from me a little bit, was this turn right here, where I went Love and Dobbs. Probably a pretty good argument that the team is slightly better if I just stick with Watson and Love, and then do, you know, Brian Robinson, Chase Brown, Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears, Devin Singletary, Rico Dowdle, Zach, like literally any of these guys. So if you do the 2v2, see if you do the 2v2, let's say I take Chase Brown. Instead of taking Njoku at the next pick, I take Darnell Mooney. So is Romeo Dobbs and David Njoku better for this team than Chase Brown and Darnell Mooney? I don't know. Because I am like the second running back slot is fair. Like, running back outside of McCaffrey is pretty weak. Connor, Zeke, Vidal, Steele is pretty weak. It's not exactly what you want. So I don't know. Probably that was bad. Probably I should not have done that. Love and Dobbs just might be the combo you need. I think it's great. Well, what's your favorite version of Althea? You know, I'm not that. I was trying to think. There are a couple that I really like, but it's you know, I am a big Grateful Dead guy. A couple of these books behind me are actually Grateful Dead books. I have a Long Strange Trip, but I'm not like super well versed in the lore of like, oh, you know, this song was recorded, this performance in 1972 on October 2nd or whatever. But I do really like the early 70s ones, just of all the things in general. The early 70s kind of my favorite range. Have I ever been in a vampire fantasy league? I have not. I kind of roughly know what it is. I can't give you super elite content there. Disbanded Brotherhood used to have a Visine bottle filled with LSD. He'd put it on chewy sweet tarts and drop it under my tongue. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yes, this is very true. Friendly reminder that it would not hurt to pull up your big dog's exposures before drafting this one. Actually, great reminder. Let's go to my exposure tab. Let's expand the draft caddy and let's grab my exposures. That's a very good idea, Dave. That you are a smart man. Check out the 11 spot. Here's the deal, bro. Sauces are for members of the channel, for chats only. Let's go J Love with YouTube chat. Captured the exposures. With Love spreading a frown, I feel like, I mean, yeah, two Packers receivers are good on almost any spot. How many vintage dead tees do you have? Vintage? I have one, like a really old one from the 90s. I've got one that I paid. I think I paid like $80 for it or something. I've got other dead tees. A couple of them are Dead and Company tees, so they're not even the real deal. Yes, this is the last big dog that I'm splitting with Fareed. I think he said he wants me to do two more, so maybe not the absolute last one. We need one more. We need one more for the big dog, by the way. So don't make me start a Best Ball Mania and then abandon it. How is a big dog different than the underdog exactly? Well, it's just a contest on underdog, so it just plays a little bit different. The big dog. So it's a little bit easier to advance. You advance 2 of 12, but then instead of going into massive pods, it's 1 of 6, 1 of 6. So it's a little, and only a 10-seat final. Compare a 10-seat final to a 500. What is it? 536, 563. I never remember. What's the 539? 539. So 10 versus 539, quite different. She's pretty cute, man. Murphy, she's pretty goddamn cute. She's a very cute dog, but she's really sure, we'll do this. Yeah, we'll do a Badge Bros brawl until the big dog fills. Good call. Very good call. Where's the video with Denny so I can see the pup? It's yesterday's video. I think it's like 30 minutes into the video. Any plans for an in-season portfolio check-ins or a cadence that you have planned for that kind of content? Yeah, 100 million%. I think it's gonna be on Tuesdays is the plan. I think we're gonna do it on a Tuesday. And it might be like a little bit of a DFS review type show or something as well. Not 100% on that yet, but I honestly, if you guys have ideas, by the way, on in-season content that you guys would like to see, I mean, let me know, because I still am very much trying to figure out what I'm doing in season. Like, to be honest, I don't really know. So any of that would be great. Like, truly. Like, if you guys are like, oh, I would really like to see. Yes, if you're looking at my channel and you're trying to find it, you have to go to live tabs, or if it's some of them are in the Best Ball Mania playlist. The really long streams are in the Best Ball Mania playlist. Yeah, we're gonna do the Discord League. We're gonna do it this next week. I think we're gonna do it the Tuesday stream. I think the end of the Tuesday stream is going to be the Discord League. So if you are a YouTube member or you are a subscriber to the Patreon, then we are going to be doing a first come, first serve, fast draft, self-contained league. I'm going to free roll the winner. So if you want to be in a free streamed draft here on the channel, make sure that you're a YouTube member, or make sure that you are subscribed to the Patreon and that you are in the Discord. We are still need one more for the big dog. This is a Badge Bros Brawl. Justin Jefferson, welcome to the team. And then I do really like the elite running backs. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Bijan. And then I can start scrolling the F down on the next one. Yeah, definitely. I would say. Oh, it started. Never mind. Badge Bros Brawl. It's over. Sorry to the Badge Bros. Sorry to the Badge Bros Brawl. But that one is over. We are now drafting a big dog. Go to the draft, the big dog. All right, we got the 5th pick, so we're gonna get Justin Jefferson. Yes, yeah, I will do. I will say at least a minimum of one of the streams is going to be BR. A minimum of one stream is going to be a battle royale. Can't say anything more than that. Slow draft question: are they doing 4 hours or less during the day and back to 8 at night? Yeah, correct. That's what's happening. They, I think it's 9 hours a night. Would you recommend doing BBM 5 if you can only do 4 or 5 entries, or would you suggest? I mean, it's definitely personal preference. So don't let me guide your dream. I think you probably would have more fun. I think you'd probably have more fun doing more leagues. Personally, is my feeling. All right. Wow, Snapback Jack is in this one. I Am the Sims is in this one. John Ditcher, good friend of the program, here as well. Hodge is in here. My guy, known Hodge for a million years. Crutches, friend of the program, and Renegade 88, and Toddlers. I don't know him. All right, there we go. Nice and easy. Justin Jefferson goes at 2. Well, how about this for getting some Jamar frickin' Chase exposure? How about that for getting Jamar Chase? I'm going to go from... Well, wait. No, should I do St. Brown? Should I do St. Brown? Because I've got, like, none of him. Huh. No, come on. It's frickin' Jamar Chase. We're taking Jamar Chase. When is the Liam main event? I didn't auto pick him, bro. I didn't auto pick him. I knew what I was doing. When is the Liam main event? I think this upcoming week. Is when we are going to be doing the main event. That's the plan. I guess I have not I've not 100% contacted him on that, but that's the rough plan. All right, just play the best plays, baby. Yeah. All right. I think Jamar Chase is the best play, and if he ends up holding out for the season, I mean, I can't be held responsible for that, right? I just played the best plays. So Jamar Chase, we took at the 105. St. Brown goes right after. Hodge gets Bijan, Brees, AJB, Garrett Wilson, Puka, Toddlers knows ball. He does my favorite start, the Debo, Nico Collins start. Yeah, T. Jameson, I think that's right. I do think you rip a bunch of small drafts, honestly. I think you're just gonna. It's gonna be hard to make the. It's like best ball is so hard to make the finals, anyways. I think you are gonna have the most amount of fun. Honestly, I think you're maximizing for fun by doing more drafts. There you go, Mr. Mister. He appreciates the. I mean, the thing is, I've been drafting all off season. Like Chase is not gonna hold out. So if Chase does hold out, you know, what can you do? We are about to be back up again. I'm fine with any of these players. I would really like for TM Longacre to select Jonathan Taylor. I don't know if he will, but that's certainly what I would prefer him to do. He didn't. He's going to take Drake London, and now I'm going to be in an annoying spot. Okay. All right. That might be a GM. I think London and Chase might be a GM. Yeah. That is really hot. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like Cooper Kupp. I do not like Cooper Kupp more than Drake London. With thank you. That is a GM. In your opinion, what is the best Badge Bros structure? In my opinion, the best Badge Bros structure is to have fun. That is my opinion. I think double elite tight end is definitely my favorite, which is what, by the way, spoiler alert. I'll read you guys this team that I'm doing. I got Mahomes, Bijan, Etienne, Jefferson, DJ Moore, Rashee Rice, Trey McBride, and Travis Kelce. That's how I'm playing that contest. I'm doing double elite tight end and trying to get a bunch of Mahomes teams. Again, other opinions and options on what you'd like to do will certainly be available. Let's see what our friend Snapback Jack Settleman's about to do. Brandon Ayuk. Well, I'm glad he took him because I don't really like Brandon Ayuk. I really hate Brandon Ayuk if he gets traded. And I don't even particularly love Brandon Ayuk in the third round as a 49er. Honestly, like that's another truth serum. I just don't really like. Yeah, it's so true. There is almost something trap-like about it. Here, I'm going to take Pitts. I'm going to take Worthy in this Badge Bros Classic. Do I go Hill, then A-Chain, and ESPN2 running back, 2 wide receiver PPR? So I actually did an ESPN league last night, and my top advice to you is that you don't really have to take A-Chain in the second round. I believe he's 42 overall in the ESPN draft applet. Well, I think John Ditcher. Oh, wow. I thought John was going to snap DJ Moore there. Okay. GM to me. Perfect big dog start. Jamar Chase, Drake London, DJ Moore. So we've got 3 quarterbacks open. We've got Broncos, Commanders, and Seahawks as our bringbacks. I mean, that's a GM. That's a GM, boys. What can someone remind me again of the Bears cheat? It's Bears, Vikings, Packers, Lions. Is that it? What's the NFC North cheat where they all play each other in the playoffs? Someone please remind me. I always forget. Yeah, Caleb, DJ, and the big dog would feel nice. Do I ever pull Metcalf? I don't. Moore, I do. More I do pull up. All right. Got to pick again here. Kyler Murray and Roma Dunze over in the Badge Bros draft. Bears, Minnesota, Green Bay, Seattle. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. Seattle is the 4th. Bears, Minnesota, Green Bay, Seattle. So I've got a bunch of correlations there. Beautiful. Rabona King, welcome. Thanks for hanging out, brother. So this is a very good team to take JSN. This is a very good team to take Dontavian Wicks. This is a very good team to take Jordan Addison, Ty Chandler. Beautiful. All right, let's see. Is Toddler's going to do it? Is he going to say the line Bart? Is the guy at the 3-4 turn going to say the line Bart? No. Oh. He does not. He does not say the line Bart. Here's Rabona King must have been on one of my puppies the other night. Here's the deal. I would challenge you. I would challenge you to do a set of ranks that gives you positionally exactly what you want in the puppy. It's pretty hard. It's not an easy thing to do, to set up your ranks to give you super optimal teams. Okay, well, no. Toddlers did do a Say the Line Bart. He just did it differently. Instead of it being Kelsey and Mahomes, he did Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson. I don't mind that. Because I bet there are very few teams that have done this combination of players. Well, sadly, I don't know how long this contest has been going. Sadly, I would guess that there probably are permutations of this team from like the 5-hole, where you go first, you go Tyreek, Chase, you go let's say Jefferson, Debo, Nico, Flowers, Lamar. I bet there's a minimum. Also no, it doesn't matter. Well, everything matters. Everything matters and doesn't matter, right? It matters. That is kind of a hard question for me to answer as what do they call it? A brain player. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard question for me to answer because I don't have a way to run the numbers on what matters versus what doesn't matter. No haircut. I got a ponytail in. I was installing some chicken wire in my backyard to keep the puppies that are living at my house from getting underneath the deck, and my hair was getting in my face and being annoying, so I put it up, and then the chicken wire did absolutely nothing. We let the puppies out, and they immediately got in a crevice that I left open. So what can you do? All right, back on the clock. Mahomes is gone. Mahomes is gone. No chance I'm taking Pittman. I do already have Kelsey in one of these. Mahomes is gone. I could take ETN. I think I have already taken ETN in one of these. I'm going to do Amari Cooper. Gives me another quarterback. Yeah, Big Dog only has 100. I got to make this pick real quick. Big Dog only 180 drafts total, so the odds of a team like that might be pretty low. What draft is this? This is a $500 Big Dog, $200,000 to first place. Fareed is staking me in these. So I would have taken ETN, but I literally did this exact same time. Like I had a weird chase team where I took ETN before, and I don't want to double up. I don't want to. Well, ETN is a player that I have a confidence threshold that is below putting $500 on multiple times, if that makes sense. Like I think ETN is a good pick there, but I'm not trying to jam him in. Ian Johns, long time buddy here on the internet. Ian Johns, known Ian Johns for a long time. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the very entertaining content. You're welcome, buddy. Why is Fareed staking me? I mean, you'd really have to ask him. I think just because he thinks I know ball. Really, I think that's as simple as it is. I think Fareed just thinks that I know ball. Thinks that I've been drafting good teams. And if you think someone's drafting good teams, you should like if I won Best Ball Mania and I could stake people who I thought were drafting good teams, I would definitely be into it. It's more bullets. So go with God. I don't even really know. I kind of lost the plot. In this Badge Bros, which is fine. All right, on the clock. All right, now I was maybe going to take Andrews at the last pick, but now I'm just going to take him here. Well, Well, could take now. Kincaid, Houston, Kirk, Ridley, Pitt. No, yeah, I'm going to take Andrews again. Welcome to the team, Mark Andrews. Do you pay any of the buy-in or? Yeah, I get. We are splitting. We are splitting some of the winnings. We got a profit share. I'm not paying anything for these, which is can't complain. Freed might have maxed already. I mean, honestly, I think he's doing a lot of these slows. I think the thing is that he just did a shit ton of the slows. He thinks the guy that says at the end of every draft's not my draft is drafting well. This one is going sick. I mean, this is I really enjoy this. Jamar Chase, Drake London, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Mark Andrews. Not that I love taking Watson here. Have Caleb set up, have Kirk set up, have Burrow set up. Dang. Kincaid almost snuck all the way around to Renegades to Crutches here. I know that's annoying. Crutches with the Garrett Wilson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Josh Allen. Yeah, he's tilting. He should be tilting. Fair. I look, I do not blame you for Dalton Kincaid. Also, yes, 10 hole, 11 hole, 12 hole. There's nothing like there's just nothing like logging into a draft that you're excited about and getting the 10. I've had this already a couple times this offseason doing main events or doing high stakes or whatever, where we log in and we're like, oh shit, we're picking 12th, or oh shit, we're picking 11th. Like, sick. I'm glad I spent so much money on this fantasy football draft. Chase Brown RB1 kind of team here. Another thing with Chase Brown, I mean, if you look at my exposures, the Chase Brown number is insane because I've done that twice. So I honestly would like to maybe even take Zach Moss on this team. Truly. Because I don't need that much Chase Brown. Like, if Chase Brown rolls his ankle, I don't want it. Sidekick Monday sidekick, Dan. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll send a message to Sacrilegious and get it set up tomorrow. But soon. Sidekick soon. Sidekick will be coming here to the stream fairly soon. All right. We are up. Hodge. What's Hodge cooking? Bijan, Olave, Dell, Kirk, McBride. Pretty nice, Hodge. All right. We're picking at 68. We've got one more pick that we are sweating out here. All right, we're up. Damn, James Conner knows. All right. Then I got to take Fat Keenan, right? 10 pick value on Fat Keenan. No obvious running back. Already have DJ Moore. Or do I take JSN? Because JSN won't come back around. And he sets up the Seattle thing. I guess we're doing JSN. We're doing JSN to set up the Seattle thing and do a bring back instead of doubling down. The winning BBM got drafted in June. Can't believe Chase Brown and Rico Dowdle were going in the 150 ranges. Yeah, pretty crazy. No, that was not the spot for Monty. That running back tier is kind of flat once Kenneth Walker goes. So you either try and push Montgomery around the turn, or you wait until the next round for running backs, because this is the last. Once you get past Keenan Allen, JSN, and Brian Thomas Jr. and Christian Watson, the running back tier gets gross. I have the caddy. Can't get exposures to load as one of the columns. Did you upload the CSV from Underdog or use the grab exposures button on the caddy? I used the grab exposures button on the caddy, but if you're having trouble, I would try and upload the exposures directly. You might have, you also might have something wrong in your settings, like a permissions thing is wrong or something. I don't know. Ping me Caddy works. D says the Caddy works best in Firefox for him. I'm in Google Chrome, but there's a chance that maybe you have a browser that is not super compatible or whatever. But yeah, that would be what I would try. I would try to upload it directly. All right, we are up in one selection. We have no running backs. We've got Jamar Chase, Drake London, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, and JSN with Mark Andrews at tight end. Kyler Murray is gone. David Montgomery goes to pick before. You absolutely hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. And something that you hate to see even more is an upstanding citizen like me selecting Najee Harris in a $500 fantasy football draft. I mean, yeah, it's just disgusting. But you guys are going to, I have to do it. David Montgomery went to pick before. What do you want me to do? We're taking Najee Harris here. That, someone said, who said something about Montgomery? Someone said something about Montgomery. I mean, that's what I tried to do. I tried to push him around. He didn't get there. My guy John Ditcher in the chat. I mean, he did the right thing. Obviously, he made the right pick for his team. He got correlations, and he was just the right pick. Any Aaron Jones consideration given the correlation? Definitely. I started off the offseason fairly woke to Aaron Jones and kind of peeled back off of it. Also, I think the Sam Darnold thing is like a nightmare for Aaron Jones because Sam Darnold does not check down. So if Sam Darnold would check down 15% more, the Jets might have won some football games. But Sam Darnold is whatever the opposite of a check down artist is. That is what Sam Darnold is. Yeah. So I'm kind of lower on him. Montgomery was my highest owned RB this year, and he smashed. How is he still roughly in the same spot? Because the other running back on his team goes in the first round. This afternoon CPAT pill you at all? I mean, I'm just not taking like the literal definition of a marginal player on a horrible team. I don't know. I would straight up rather have Carson Steele. So that's what I'm going to do. 10-seat final. Why the heavy focus on correlation? Thought smaller finals were more important. I mean, so yes, that's true. But also these guys are very heavily correlated over the course of a season. I mean, not JSN, but like these teammates are going to be correlated over the course of a season, which is important. Oh, Sir Isaac. Okay. All right. Let me cook. Let me get in the lab. Sam Darnold is the blank of Brett Favre. Sam Darnold is the blank of Brett Favre. It's something like Sam Darnold is the Zach. No, except the thing is he's better than that. No. Sam Darnold is the Brett Favre of Zach Wilson's. Sam Darnold is the Brett Favre of Zach Wilson's. Sam Darnold is the Brett Favre of Zach Wilson's. There you go. I knew I'd get there. And I did get there. So I appreciate that for myself for getting there. All right. Wow, do we do it? Do we do Warren? Do we do Warren and Najee? Or do we just do, let's just do Burrow, actually, probably. Yeah. I am just going to do Burrow. Burrow and Chase. Set it up. Brett Favre of Zach Wilson sounds like an awesome player. I mean, look, there's a reason that people consider, they keep getting fooled by Sam Darnold. Bo Nix is the Brandon Weeden of Drew Brees'. I think Bo Nix is going to be better than that, man. I think a lot of the Bo Nix haters are going to end up eating it, man. Yeah, I keep giving you... what was I going to do, though? Najee and Jalen Warren together is not smart. It's really not. The other thing Did I hear what about Brian Robinson? Did he get shot again? But is Brett Favre the Aaron Rodgers of Jordan Loves? You know, stylistically, it doesn't work for me. Favre and Rodgers played so differently. No, tell me what happened to Brian Robinson, Rabona King. All right, we are up in 2 picks. And I was maybe going to take Bowers. I'm not taking Chase Brown again. I'm not putting $4,000 into the Chase Brown column. What I am going to do is I'm going to take Javonte Williams as a bringback to the aforementioned Bengals. I was either going to take him or Zach Moss, but I don't think Moss correlates super well there. Dan got there. Bo Nix is Bo Nix is the Drew Brees of Derek Carr's. No, he's the Derek Carr of Drew Brees's. Other way around. He's the Derek Carr of Drew Brees's. Because to intimate that he is the Drew Brees of Derek Carr's is to suggest that he is better than he actually is. Is the template? You know, it kind of depends. I would say player is the blank talent career comp of style comp. It really depends. It really depends on the player. Like, for example, this is Xavier Legette is the DK Metcalf of Josh Palmer's. Like, one, I don't think that one hits. But that is the reason why that's wrong is it just doesn't ring true. It's like, okay, yeah, stylistically, Legette and Metcalf are kind of the same size and kind of run in a similar way. But like, what is, if indicating someone is Josh Palmer, is that indicating like they're not good? Is that indicating they're boring? It's like, well, we can't say yet. We don't have enough of an opinion quite yet. I think this is the answer. Either you have the ability to do this or you don't. And the answer is just that I'm not even saying I'm the only one, because other people are good at this too, but I'm very good at this. This is it's something that I'm bringing to the table. This is good. Brian Thomas is the AJ Green of MVSs. You know immediately exactly what that means. Like when Jaden Fry says that, Brian Thomas is the AJ Green of MVSs. You mean, oh, this is a guy who runs a lot of deep routes, maybe doesn't earn a ton of targets, but he's good at it. He's good at that role and he scores points. So you immediately, I'm not saying, yeah, that the thing is that there's not an algebraic formula. Like I couldn't give you guys a formula to teach you ball. I wish I could. Don't get me wrong. I wish that I could teach you guys ball, but some people are good at it. Some people aren't. Amon-Ra is the Larry Fitzgerald of Jarvis. So that one hits, but I think you could take that one even further. If you really wanted to be, you wanted to go, you'd be like, no, Amon-Ra St. Brown is the, oh, let's fucking go, Rico Dowdle. Moss does not correlate here, right? I'll let you guys decide, but Moss does not correlate. Like you don't want to super stack that hard for that final. I think we want Dowdle here for sure. Yeah, I am gonna go Dowdle. Javonte Williams is the Rudy Johnson of Zach Stacy's. Sure. Yeah. Chris Carter would be better than Moss. Yeah, sure. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the Chris Carter of Jarvis Landry's. That hits. That is accurate. Yeah, I just keep lining John up. John is picking to my left, and I just keep giving him great picks. It's like, oh, I'll give him Jalen Warren, let him snipe David Montgomery, let him get Keenan Allen. He did take James Cook here. I let him get Travis Kelce. I passed on him. I let him get Cooper Kupp. Just keep giving him good picks. Tank Dell is the Justin Jefferson of Greg Dortch's. Bang. Nailed it. Been doing redraft leagues with friends for 12 years, but first year on BBM, and Underdog is the best site in my opinion. May try a marathon. Yeah, it's true. Marathon's fun. I just don't really have the time. All right. Tricky spot of the board here. Best values are like quarterbacks. We'll smash one more. We'll smash one more running back probably here. I freaking knew it, man. I freaking knew it. I wanted Corum. Didn't get him. This is another Benson spot. Again, not really trying to load up that hard on these guys. Is there a wide? Oh, Leggett. Yeah, let's take Leggett. All right. For the audio listeners, through 11 picks, Jamar Chase, Drake London, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Mark Andrews, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Najee Harris, Joe Burrow, Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, and Xavier Leggett. Help me out. Who is Brock Bowers? Oh, shit. I got to get in the zone for this one. This is the hardest question I've ever been asked. The hardest question I've ever been asked. Okay. Brock Bowers is the Rob Gronkowski of something. He's the Gronk of, and I don't know if you want to go, do you do he's the Gronk of like Gary Barnage's, or do you go he's the Rob Gronkowski of Dallas Clark's or something like that? Bang. No, who said it? He's the Rob Gronkowski of Tyler Eifert's. Spike the football. Nailed it. Brock Bowers is the Rob Gronkowski of Tyler Eifert's. We did it. We got there. I knew we'd get there. Easy. That was easy. Yeah. Or yes, this could also be true. Brock Bowers is the Hunter Renfrow of Rob Gronkowski's. That if you do it backwards, I can see it. Yeah, especially because of the picture. The picture is just so funny. Yeah, but I knew we'd get there. All right, the Leggett pick really got us back on track. The Leggett pick was pretty strong. And I just know the pick that I want next. Oh, never mind. John Ditcher is behind me. Who is Bryce Young? Bryce Young is the Josh Rosen of Tua Tagovailoa's. There you go. It's stylistic. Yeah, we could the cross sport ones. Yeah, every Davis stream the last week has been 2 hours of X is the Y of Z, and to be honest, there's nowhere I'd rather be because no one else is going to be able to do it for you. Bryce looked good today. If that offense is like 23rd instead of 30th, then everyone on that. All right. Well, Algier goes. We're pretty locked out at running back. Not really a tight end that makes sense. Not really a quarterback that makes sense. I'm going to take Eckler. All right. Austin Eckler, welcome to the team, brother. Glad to have you. Through 12 rounds, Jamar Chase, Drake London, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Mark Andrews, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Najee Harris, Joe Burrow, Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, Xavier Leggett, Austin Eckler. Got the Eckler bring back to the Atlanta stuff. Don't love that, honestly, but you never know. Bryce Young is the Mahomes of middle schoolers. It's pretty funny. Bryce Young is the Michael Jordan of Christian Leitners. Yeah, the cross-sport stuff is hard. Because it's hard for it to ring as true because people are just going to be less familiar with it. All right. Oh, Kirk Cousins went. And Deshaun Watson went. All right. Damn, we're really running thin here. Stafford with Cup for sure. Because I don't think the faller is just not gonna matter near as much here. All right, might as well take another running back. Khalil Herbert. Yep, I'm gonna do Khalil Herbert. There we go. Might be another Geno team, brother. Might be another Geno team. You never know. This could be a Bo Nix team. This could be a Drake May team. But I fell behind. I think I definitely did fall behind at running back and came back. Our friend Crutches is not happy with his wide receiver room. He he said his wide receiver room is the Pittsburgh Steelers of the New England Patriots. Garrett Wilson, Jaden Reed, Jordan Addison, DeAndre Hopkins, Curtis Samuel, Dontavian Wicks, and Mike Williams. Davis Mattek is the Nate Silver of Jason Momoa's. You could get me on that. Josh Allen is the Anthony Richardson of Cam Newton's. No, that's not. No. It's more like Josh Allen is the Tom Brady of Cam Newton's, or something like that. Josh Allen is the mobile, like the better. Like Cam was never as good of a passer as Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a crazy good passer, so that is a little different in my opinion. I can just all the quarterback stuff went against me in this one. I did not get there at quarterback at all. We've got for quarterbacks live. We've got Bryce Young, who I just really would not take. Where did Kirk go? He went in an annoying spot here with to the Darnell Mooney drafter. Dude. Sup, Olaf Fub. Josh Allen. Yes, Josh Allen is the Matt Stafford of Cam Newton's. There you go. George Pickens is the Zlatan of something. I also miss Prime Cam. Prime Cam was quite a guy. Yeah, I do feel good about getting Burrow, seeing where these quarterbacks went. Like some of the quarterbacks randomly super fell, but then some of them like are going way early now. Like Caleb went early, Love went early, Daniels went early. Davis is the Pete Overzet of Pat Krantz. No, I'm not as funny as Pete, and I'm not as rich as Pat, so I can't quite get there with you. Okay. Am I good on bye weeks? No, I'm not good on bye weeks if I do that. Damn it. I wanted to take Hunter Henry. I'm just going to take Geno. How many dollars worth of Geno do I have? 964. Well, get ready to learn more Geno, buddy. Yeah, I'm the Liam of Sam Sherman's. That's much more accurate. Are we in the best era of fantasy football? Well, it really depends on what you mean by that. Because we're not really in a very good era for fantasy point production. Like, this is a shitty time for fantasy point production. There's been, we don't have a LaDainian Tomlinson. We don't have a Randy Moss. We don't have a Calvin Johnson. We don't have, I guess we've got Michael Vick analogs with Allen and Hurts, like guys who can just score like 30 points super routinely. What do I think the odds are that Sam Howell replaces Geno? Like less than 5%. Like almost no shot. The beat writers say there's no shot. I did a tape cast with Danny Kelly from The Ringer like 2 months ago, and basically they were like, Danny, like he was like, the team thinks he sucks. He sucks. He's not that good. And Geno is pretty good. Like they like Geno. They are happy with what Geno has done. Sion Vaki is the Michael Jordan of Lionel Messi's for sure. We are in a pretty golden era for elite tight end and elite quarterback. But yeah, I would say now we are probably, I mean, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Maybe the top 5 wide receivers in the league all lap Randy Moss years, but Randy Moss is the greatest wide receiver to play the game. So that's all I got. But we are in an amazing era for content. Like how content is so good. Hot take. I'm gonna take Jonnu Smith because I just really like Jonnu Smith. I'm trying to get more of him. He does correlate with the Amari Cooper pick. Jonnu Smith, welcome to the team. And I just did not want a 900th Noah Fant team. Carson Steele is the CMC. No, Carson Steele is the Jerome Bettis of Michael Burton's. The Christian McCaffrey of Michael Burton's. See, you guys are good. You guys can set up the pins. You can set up the pins, but I can knock them down. That's the deal. Take me back, man. Let me draft Jamal Charles. I actually have been playing fantasy football long enough to have had Jamal Charles on teams. And it was pretty fun. Jamal Charles was completely unbelievable. All right. Now we got 3 more picks to wrap this one out. We are cooking with a 2-5-6-2. Joe Burrow, Geno Smith. We've got Joe Burrow with Chase and Javonte Williams bring back. We've got Geno with JSN and DJ Moore, Khalil Herbert bring back. Running back room, Najee, Javonte, Rico Dowdle, Austin Eckler, Khalil Herbert. Eckler is our London bring back. We did get sniped on Kirk Cousins. Chase, London, Moore, Cooper, JSN, Xavier Legette, Mark Andrews, and Jonnu Smith. So a minimum of 1 more wide receiver, maybe 2, maybe 1 more running back. Am I happy that Oklahoma is now in the SEC? Absolutely not. I am 0% happy. They're going to play way more difficult games. They are going to get pounced on by Nebraska, by Alabama and Georgia. Oklahoma they're always one step down the rung of athletes. I am not there for it at all. And I was a Big 12 kid, man. The Big 12 has been around for as long as I have. I don't want that. I very much want to resist change in my life. I am not interested in change, and I am getting it without asking for it. Ooh, we got a pretty obvious pick to make here, and it's not going to be Jermaine Burton, who, mother of God, you want to talk about a number that is making me sick. That number on Jermaine Burton does not feel good. Am I missing a Seattle player or bring back or anything? No, I'm going to take Andre Yoshibas to stack with Joe Burrow. You could definitely argue that Lamb, Jefferson, Hill, and Chase are the best top 4 real-life receivers over any other time's top 4. Well, certainly I would. Certainly I would. I think Justin Jefferson and Tyreek are all-time Hall of Famer, top 20 ever at the position players. Like if Justin Jefferson, I mean, I don't think he'll ever. He's not going to play as long as Jerry Rice, but like I don't know, he could be the GOAT. You want to talk about a guy who could be the GOAT? He could definitely be the GOAT. He's got absolutely everything that you would want from a player. Yeah, this is also true. I mean, Larry Fitzgerald. Did Larry Fitzgerald was he ever as good as Justin Jefferson? I don't know, man. I don't know. You make that call, Peppertoni. Was he ever as good as Justin Jefferson? I tend to think no. I tend to think no. All right. We've got one more. Do I take 3 quarterbacks on this team? Is this a 3 quarterback team, or is it another? Do we take another wide receiver? Joe Burrow, Geno Smith. Definitely need another running back, but the running backs here suck. Definitely need another wide receiver. Malik Washington I like. Trey Tucker I like. I'm going to do Malik Washington. Another Miami guy. He looked really good. He looked really good in that game last night. All right, Larry Fitzgerald. No, Larry Fitzgerald was never as good as Justin Jefferson. 109 receptions, 1,400 yards, 12 touchdowns. I mean, I think Jefferson has topped all of those except for the touchdowns, right? Yeah, he's 128, 8. Yeah, no. Justin Jefferson, much better. All right, we've got one more pick in this big dog. I know who I want it to be in the back of my mind. I'm not going to say it. Yes, Justin Jefferson's literally the best wide receiver in history at this point in his career. And that is why I am taking the insanely brave stance that Justin Jefferson should be drafted over Jamar Chase. Insanely brave. Oh, I'm the Sims think he drafted one too many rookies. Estime, May, Irving, Benson, Corum, Polk, Brian Thomas Jr., Xavier Worthy. You drafted a lot of rookies, dude. This is so funny. This is the funniest thing. That Calvin Johnson attended Georgia Tech. Let's just go look. This will be fun. These were Calvin Johnson's college stats. 48, 837, and 7. 54, 888, and 6. 76, 1,215 at Georgia Tech. Ran the ball for a touchdown as well. I'd like to see that play. Let's see how many times they threw the ball this final season. 304 pass attempts. All right, Tashard Choice. Y'all remember Tashard Choice? James Johnson did get to 39 receptions on the team. Let's check the 2005. 379 pass attempts. PJ Daniels. All right. Demarius Bilbo did get to 40, 591, and 2. Classic. All right. His freshman year, 330 pass attempts. PJ Daniels got to 154 rushes. Calvin Johnson led the team with 48. I mean, that is just amazing. All right. We're on the clock. I was remembering a guy, but I'm not. Oh, Carson Steele did get picked. That is brutal. That is brutal. Elijah Mitchell is going to be our final selection here in the big dog. Carson Steele. Who picked Carson Steele, bro? Did he do it right before me? Where did Carson Steele get picked in this? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Carson Steele. Fair game. Oh, I got Justin Fields. That's actually fine. I meant to pick Elijah Mitchell, but I got Justin Fields. Incredible. All right. No, that's fine. I would have been fine with either of those. Justin Fields is actually sick on this team. All right. The final big dog is in the books. Jamar Chase, Drake London, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper. Maybe I should have taken Kelsey here, because then I'm taking Rome. Honestly, it's the same. But then maybe it's 68. No. I think I did the right thing. JSN, Najee Harris, Joe Burrow, Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, Xavier Legette, Austin Eckler, Khalil Herbert, Geno Smith, Jonnu Smith, Andre Yoshibas, Malik Washington, Justin Fields. So definitely a little thin here at running back. Najee, Javonte, Rico, Eckler, Herbert. Do have overlapping buys with two of them. Got Javonte as a bring back to the Bengals. Herbert is a bring back to the Seattle stuff. I didn't get a Chief on this team. I was thinking I was going to get Carson Steele. That's kind of how I was setting the whole draft up. What do we got? Great draft, Davis. Review my team. My team is probably dead with this receiver group. No, I don't think so. All right, let's check it out. Mr. Ditcher, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans. Honestly, I do think the Mike Evans pick is bad because I think the Mike Evans, I just have him behind DJ Moore. I guess it's not bad. I just have him behind DJ Moore. Kelsey, snapped him. Cook. Ooh, I mean, yeah, you did run into the receiver problem. You passed up on Rome and on Kirk and on Jaden Reed to do Cook. I guess you did get Keenan coming around, so how bad could it be? Montgomery, Warren. I would not have done... Well, did you have a quarterback open here? No, you didn't have a quarterback open here, so it doesn't matter. Zach Moss, how could you say no to that? Your running backs are really good. So you've got Tua and Reek, uncorrelated Goff as the big faller, Stafford with Kupp. I mean, I don't know. This, again, it does kind of feel like a little bit of a trap. No, maybe, I don't know. That's some Leone math. You'd have to run the Leone math on that, like in this contest sizing and everything. Slayton, this pick I hate. John Dotson and Demarcus Robinson are like not in my rankings. D-Rob, I get it. Dotson, I think, is totally dead, but team is structured well. Mr. Let's see, where are you at in here, brother? Which pick are you, dude? Which pick are you? Let me sauce you. Which pick are you? Oh, Goff with Monty. There you go. Goff with Monty. All right. Yeah, Mr. Which pick are you? And then let's get out of here. Oh, pick 6. All right. St. Brown free. A-Chain free. Stroud and Diggs. I mean, I don't know. I'm taking Metcalf there. Diggs is all right, though. Diggs is all right. T, another good pick. Rome, another good pick. I think once Mahomes goes, the McBride pick is just automatic there. Oh, no, never mind. I mixed up the teams. All right. T, Rome, Connor. I think when you have A-Chain, you don't take Connor. I think when you have A-Chain, you take JSN. You don't need a 97-year-old running back. I think you do JSN. You push Stroud. You look to this side of the board. You look to the left side of the board, realize you had it. Ferguson, I never do over Bowers ever. You already had a quarterback. You didn't need to try and set up Dak. Actually, Dak was already gone. I don't love that. Lockett, bring back, sure. Chandler, sure. I wish you wouldn't have taken Algier so that I could have picked him here. I preferred Algier to Eckler. Schultz with Stroud. Mason. Chasing him up, I guess this is knowing your format because chasing him up here doesn't matter because of the limited number of teams in the small final. Same deal with Whittington. Hate this pick. Well, I don't know. Is this pick bad or is this pick? I mean, this pick, John Dotson is not good to me. De'Ami Brown is like... I don't know, man. De'Ami Brown, not that dynamic to me. And then Keaton Mitchell in the front. Trey Tucker, Trey Tucker, I think, is probably a better pick than Jordan Whittington. That's what's funny. Keaton Mitchell, just talked about this with the legendary upside guys. Keaton Mitchell is like super interesting where he's got all this upside if he's healthy. Like if he's healthy and he's the number 2 running back, I mean, he was crazy. I think it was, what was it? It was, he was like 5th in the NFL total in rushing yards over expected last year on like 4 carries, but I have no update on his health. I don't really know. I would like to end it by saying that this guy right here who took Carson Steele, not a fan of you, man. Whittington undraftable. Mason might not be the 2. Trey 3 on a bad offense. Keaton and De'Ami are fine. I don't think De'Ami is fine. I think De'Ami Brown is ass. That's going to be the hill. That's going to be the hill that I die on. De'Ami Brown has been in the NFL for a long time. He's had over 2 receptions 3 times. He's had over 53 yards once. Granted, it was that game, but no De'Ami Brown for me. All right, everyone. This looks terrible. I got to go back. I got to get rid of this bad overlay. We'll go back to the normal overlay. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. If you have a fantasy football draft today, if you have a fantasy football draft tomorrow, Labor Day, whatever, you should subscribe to the channel or subscribe to patreon.com/takecast so that you can get my premium rankings, my premium articles, all the good in-season stuff. You want to support me. You want to help out the channel. Also, if you got to the end of the video and you are not subscribed and you have not liked the video, those are free things to do. I understand that you guys would like me to continue doing these streams and videos. I would like to continue doing them as well. So I can't do that if you guys aren't liking and if you guys are not subscribing. Everyone, thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate all of you guys, and I will see you back tomorrow at some point. I don't know when, but I definitely will be back at some point tomorrow. Until